Whether it's managing basic questions about a practice, patient inquiries, or coordinating clinician support, keeping things running smoothly in a healthcare practice or related field can be overwhelming. And that's where Help Scout comes in. Before we dive into the app, let's talk about what your current experience might look like. You might be using a tool like Outlook today to manage your email, and maybe that looks like having an office @ or refills @ or billing @ address where your patients or clients send their questions to your office, and your team members all share access to that same address. But how do you know which emails have already been answered? Do you forward those emails from one Outlook inbox to another? How can your team collaborate to help each other solve problems? All of those important tasks are tough to solve from your own personal inbox, and a shared inbox solution like Help Scout can solve those problems for you. For any team managing a shared email address like Office @ or Help @, a shared inbox keeps communications organized and collaborative, without the chaos of forwarding email threads from one personal inbox to another, or even CC overload. Emails arrive here in the unassigned folder, where your entire team can see them and pick up what needs a reply. It's just like the inbox you're already used to, but with the added power of team visibility, assignments, and notes, so no one doubles replies or misses an email. You can assign emails, leave internal notes, and see exactly who's handling what. It's faster, clearer, and made for teams just like yours. In Help Scout, we have tools like assignments, which make it easy to get questions in front of the right person. Instead of losing track of the thread, which might leave a patient or client without resolution for days. Now, you can assign the conversation to the right person or team, and they will get a notification and it will show up in their own Mind folder. If you want to keep track of an email, but don't need to handle it yourself, you can click Follow. That way you'll get notified of any replies or updates without being responsible for responding. Or maybe you do want to take ownership of an email, but still need some help from others to get the problem solved. You can assign the conversation to yourself and @mention the right person or team on a note to get their input. In Outlook, it is essentially impossible to know which emails your team is already working on and which still need attention. That means you might end up doing double the work or missing emails, thinking that someone else was working on them. In Help Scout, you'll have visibility into what everyone is working on so that you can efficiently manage your inbox as a team with confidence. Our collision detection feature shows you when someone else is viewing or replying to an email, or even adding a note to it, making it easy to avoid double replies or having to come up with some creative way to sort your inbox. For example, imagine two office administrators open the same email about a patient needing to reschedule an appointment. In Outlook, they might both start typing a response at the same time, leading to confusion or even conflicting answers. In Help Scout, collision detection alerts them that someone else is already handling the email, preventing duplicate work and ensuring a clear and single response. We briefly touched on this before, but our notes feature is one of the best ways to collaborate with your team in Help Scout. Currently, your workflow might look like this. You get an email from a patient with a question about an insurance claim, and you need to touch base with the person in your office who manages those to get an update. So you forward the patient's question from your Outlook inbox to that coworker, asking something like, "Hey, do you have an update on this?" And separately reply to the patient, telling them that you're going to check on that for them and that you'll get back to them as soon as you have an answer. Now you have two emails to keep track of, the forwarded conversation to your teammate and your original email with the patient. Forwarding emails internally is just not effective or efficient. It can really be a headache. But with Help Scout, you have one conversation with the patient or client, and everyone on your team always has access to the most up-to-date information. Instead of forwarding the conversation, you could just add a note and @mention your coworker asking them for the update. They can respond with a note or reply directly to that patient themselves. To keep track of where emails stand using a tool like Outlook, you might be starring emails, creating folders, or even keeping a separate spreadsheet just to track which issues are still open. That is a lot of unnecessary work. Help Scout automatically organizes your inbox using 3 simple statuses. Active, which means these are conversations that still need your attention. Pending, which are conversations waiting for someone else. Maybe you're expecting a reply from the insurance provider or waiting for further scheduling before processing. Or even closed, and these emails are done, so no further action is needed. Let's say a patient reaches out about a test that a doctor in your office has ordered for them. You can check with the lab facility, but it will take them a few days to review availability. Instead of leaving the email in your inbox and hoping you remember to follow up, you can mark it as pending. That way, you will know if it is not yet resolved, but is also not cluttering up your active emails that need immediate attention. So what you see here in this particular inbox, all of those messages or emails up top there in bold are active. And the pending emails are down there at the bottom. They are unbolded. So they are still there for you to see, but they are a little bit out of the way so you continue on with the emails that need your immediate action, but can still see those pending emails to come back to at a later time. No more guessing which emails still need your attention. Help Scout statuses do the organizing for you. If you're using Outlook, you're probably spending way too much time sorting emails, forwarding messages, or applying labels just to keep your inbox organized. But what if your inbox could do some of that work for you? With manual and automatic workflows in Help Scout, you can automate repetitive tasks and keep your inbox running smoothly. Manual workflows let you apply actions with a click, like assigning an email to a specific department or tagging it for follow-up. Automatic workflows work behind the scenes, applying rules to incoming emails based on conditions you set. Let's say your front office receives frequent emails about billing issues. Instead of manually sorting through those requests, you can create an automatic workflow that recognizes billing or payment in the subject line and immediately assigns those emails to the billing team. Instead of wasting time on sorting through a lot of emails, workflows make sure the right emails go to the right people automatically. Help Scout takes the stress out of your current inbox experience, ensuring nothing slips through the cracks while making collaboration effortless.